Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gold Rush FB TV. I still remain your favorite podcaster, and this is another episode of your favorite podcast, Gold Rush Football Podcast. Today, I have my guys on the podcast, and we'll be having fun talking the beautiful game of football and what they love to talk best. It's going to be an entertaining episode, so sit back and relax and enjoy the guys. Have fun. Please subscribe, comment, and share when you love what you see.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? Sammy, what's up?
Not much.
What's up, Chris?
I did. Good to be back.
How is the weekend going so far?
For we Arsenal guys, we're waiting till tomorrow to play our EPL games.
Man City lost today to Nottingham Forest, so for a Chelsea fan, that's good news.
That's it.
2 points tomorrow, moving into fourth place. So we're trying to secure that fourth place for Champions League football next season.
Well,
Are you hoping to get to the Champions League
We are
next season?
playing Champions League football.
Let's leave chess out of this while we focus on the existing Champions League guys. So guys, let's look at the Tuesday games.
Let's start with Real Madrid.
That was the star game.
Yeah.
that
was the
game of the week.
Game
Game of the week.
And it actually was the game of the week, as in from the start of the game to the end.
That was a good game of football. I think one of the best games that Madrid has produced this season.
They were able to grind the results like I expected, but Atletico was not easy though. They were not easy though.
No, Atletico has never been easy, but he said something. He said Real Madrid played one of their best games.
Yes.
Please, could you just explain the highlight of what actually made it a best game for you?
Considering the matchup, it's like a derby game.
It's a derby game, definitely. Yeah.
It's a derby game, but in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So Madrid came into that game
With the mindset
with
of winning.
winning.
Yeah.
Like you could tell from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, they wanted to win that game. Because honestly, when Atletico tied the game initially, I thought the game was gonna end a tie.
Draw, okay.
Or
probably
maybe
a draw.
Atletico will pull something up. Because Atletico are very good at scoring 9-minute goals. When they bring in that shot.
Slot.
Yeah.
Slot.
The shot dude. No, the other shot dude. The shot attacker.
Korea.
Korea.
And they bring in those two at the end of the game. Do you know how many goals they scored in the last 15 minutes of the game? This season they've scored maybe 35% of their goals in that last minute. So from their past games and their the statistics that they tend to have at that period of the game, I was expecting them to get away with like a point, a tie, or even produce a moment of magic like they've been doing this season so far. But to see Madrid come up with another goal in that game, I was really, really impressed. I'm a fan of good football, regardless, of the team playing. So, that was a good game.
Because it was an explosive encounter. Now. So, Seun, what do you see?
Well, for me, I expected Madrid to win anyways. But Atletico did put up a good fight. But I was scared when it was 1-1, we Madrid take this, but no, they showed their class. And honestly, Madrid, if they had not taken that first leg, it would be difficult in the second leg. But they showed their class.
It's still a decent result for Atletico.
Well, it's a decent result,
now
but
they're going to Atletico's home.
Yeah, it's a decent result too, but
something I think Atletico, because all Atletico needs to do is score a goal. They're gonna sit in.
And do you think Madrid will not score back?
No, Atletico can sit in deep and prevent them and go to penalties. This is Diego Simeone.
But penalties are not sure anyways. Penalties are not sure anyways.
But I think Atletico will take that risk.
But for me, when I saw the lineup, I was just the mindset of we're going to get anything from this game. Me speaking from the point of a Madrid and Atletico Madrid person, and I realized that which is one of the issues with El Cholo,
Simone.
Yeah.
The back line.
Yeah.
And of recent, Gallant has always been suspect from that left back.
Yeah.
And we saw it the way Rodrigo took him to the cleaners
Yes,
several.
that Rodrigo goal was was.
You realize that he now made these guys come back. Barrios was always trying to cover up and all that, and that was a weakness.
Yeah.
And of course, having a Rodrigo on the right dealing with Gallant, and you now have a Llorente that is not a natural on that right, also facing a Vinicius Junior. That was,
and you still have an
that was gangster, but there was a way Simone was able to manage the game. The guys were able to contain the firepower of the Madrid attack, which to me, anybody that contends, even as an Arsenal fan, in this time, I'm not sure I want to meet Madrid at this time, because that firepower is something else, So the second leg, like I said to Seun sometime, like I said, there's no home and away game in UCL. Every game is a final.
Do you believe that, Sammy?
Every game is a final.
Do you believe that there's no home and away game in the UCL?
So I do. I want to say I'm sitting on the fence with that one because and this is why. No, let me explain.
So why?
Let me explain, right? So for example, look, I'm gonna take the. I'm not trying to diverse the entire topic into the PSG Liverpool game. But look at that PSG Liverpool game. Look at what PSG did to Liverpool. I'm not talking about the game entirely. I'm talking about the atmosphere.
The crowd.
That is what Liverpool does to people.
People at Anfield. Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
So PSG did that
to Liverpool. Yes.
And they almost got away with it because I think the game would have changed, or the game would have, at that point where defender Konate was very, very the same thing that Araujo of Barcelona did a couple weeks ago, the decision.
I'll go off your mic,
I'm happy you just took it into that Liverpool PSG game. So you said the atmosphere at the Parc des Princes was something else, right?
Yes.
And that should have won the game.
Yeah.
But it did not.
But Chris, hold on.
Which is why I said there is no home and away game.
So Chris,
the Champions League, especially at
Chris, hold on. Did you watch a video on Instagram where the PSG backroom staffs and all that were shouting in the tunnel that was a red card? It was normal, but did you see the way Liverpool players were quiet? Only Van Dijk was saying it's not League One, bro. Liverpool players were quiet and their head were down.
It doesn't matter.
It was seriously.
Like it happens everywhere, every home ground. Yeah. But the thing is, in the Champions League right now, at this stage, every game is seen to be a final because you need to win your games.
Yeah.
If you look at the games that went back this past week, how many teams won at home?
No, that's another thing to talk about.
How many teams won at home?
But those teams that didn't win at home. Those teams that didn't win at home.
Only Madrid and Bayern won at home.
But will you expect?
Of the 8 games, so you can imagine.
So
that says a lot.
Calm down, guys. Will you expect PSV and Eindhoven to beat Arsenal? Will you expect that?
For them,
so you cannot say PSV and Eindhoven will beat Arsenal now.
Coming from why is it impossible?
To me, it's impossible.
Coming from their last qualifiers, what do you expect? They could, and with Arsenal's.
But you can't judge the way PSV and Eindhoven will play with another team and the way they will play with Arsenal.
Nah,
so just for
you can't judge that.
Arsenal was able to take that game by discover and won convincingly, But let's not run away from the.
Don't forget that the PSV and Eindhoven is the same team that beat Liverpool.
But that was a Liverpool 3.0. That was a Liverpool 3.0. That was a Liverpool 3.0.
You're going to the Champions League game. You're telling me Liverpool
that was a 3.2.
Liverpool were looking for a 100% record.
Do you know how many starters? Do you know how many starters were not in that match?
Lost to PSV and Eindhoven.
But do you know how many?
Arsenal went there to demolish.
Do you know how many starters were not in that match? Do you know how many starters was not in that match? You guys know the truth.
Forget about.
Were the players not member of the squad?
Oh, okay.
There's a reason.
I'm happy you won't say that. Let's go back to where we started from. The PSG Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Who won the game for Liverpool?
That was Elliott.
Good. Is he a member of the starting 11?
But he's a sub now. It's a
sub.
He's
a sub player or not?
He's a player.
So what are we talking about?
Man.
He's a member of the squad.
So the thing is,
Arsenal don't have their first 11 either. So your excuse is not even an excuse.
Really?
So
what happened? What happened?
Really?
They don't have a striker.
Do you need another mic?
Really? Really?
So the thing is, let's even dissect this Liverpool PSG game. I don't know if concluded with the Real Madrid Atletico.
Yeah, we good with that.
For me,
Who is taking the second leg? Let's go with that.
it's anybody's game.
No, okay. For if
Real Madrid, Atletico.
who is taking the second leg? Who is going through? Who is going through? Let's do that.
I want Atletico to go through.
I want Atletico to go through.
I want Atletico to go
because
through. But
Atletico is my,
Yo.
side chick right now.
Okay.
Right.
What about Sam?
So I would like to play them in the next. They'll be
Arsenal
comfortable.
wants to
They
play
love to play
Atletico.
love block, and that would be.
Well, I would like to know how you will beat Atletico that
So-
plays a very, very good
so
No,
what-
they play good
what-
low block, and which is
and
good
they are
for us.
disciplined.
Yeah. They are not this. They are not this season.
Which team do you think is going through, Madrid or Atletico?
I want Atletico to go through, but Madrid is definitely going to go through.
So for me too, Madrid is going
They're
through.
gonna come up with something.
Like I said, it's anybody's game. For me, the lineup will determine.
Those
a lot
those
about the game.
brother, don't
As
sit
long
on the
as he
fence.
doesn't start Gallant, I'll prefer Erenido
Yeah.
to start on that left.
Who do you want? Who do you want?
What again?
No, he keeps bringing him second half. I don't know why he keeps playing that.
Who do you want to go through, Chris? Don't stop. Don't sit on the fence.
Atletico Madrid to
Atletico,
go
he already
through.
said
Okay.
that.
So PSG Liverpool. Let's talk about PSG Liverpool. Who is going through, Sammy?
Well, that is a very more complex game, you know. Yeah, like, I can't really predict that. And this is why I can't predict anything for now. Like if I wanted to play, I would play PSG. Honestly.
You
The
can.
money-
You can.
The one goal is nothing, honestly.
Yeah, you can.
Because
But you know they
Alisson
won't.
was just so lucky that day.
Was so lucky, or Alisson was so
It
good.
was so good.
Don't good.
Best keeper in the world right now.
It was so. No, I don't
Best
know.
keeper in the world right now.
How do you mean?
I don't know
Best
about
keeper
Then
in the world right
what
now.
about Chesney?
Yeah.
Best keeper in the world right now. Put some respect on that name. Alisson
had a
Becker.
good game. He had a
He had a
great
good game. That's all.
He had a great game.
Best
That's
keeper
it.
in the world right now.
But the thing is, this is why I'm so mad at Liverpool fans.
Don't be mad at them. They are on top, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Take it,
yeah,
take it.
no, but that game, have you seen the hype around Alisson? They were comparing him to Peter Cech and Schmeichel. Are you kidding me? It's not even in that level.
No.
Like those.
See,
These people did this for like 36 games
We
straight.
understand this.
And someone had just one game and then
Sammy, we're all here
Come
today. And by the gracious grace of God, we'll be here next week.
yeah.
And we'll count how many goals Alisson with. Chop.
So who is going through, Sammy? Before I come to you, who is going through?
I'll say, I want PSG to go through.
Okay.
Because, you guys already.
That's set for the record. So who do you want to go to?
You know when you want to cut meat, right?
Yeah.
You need to sharpen your knife
Okay.
very well so that you can cut deep into those
Okay.
meaty bones.
Okay.
So I think PSG are ready. It's what they played today, 4-1. So with what they played today, I think they're ready for the game
For me-
against Liverpool. And with what I'm seeing, with what I saw today against Southampton, right? If Liverpool plays the same way they did in the Champions League, PSG will take them out.
Okay, so you are
And
judging.
don't
You are
forget-
judging a league match.
Don't forget.
You are judging a league
that
match.
Luis Enrique bullied Liverpool for the entire game. The game
So you are judging a league match.
No, I'm not.
You are
doing that.
you are using a league match. You are using a league match to
it's
judge
not about a league
judge a
match,
Champions
it's
League,
form.
right?
It's called form.
So let me tell you
It's not-
something.
it's not a league match.
So okay.
It's the form that
let me
Liverpool
say
is-
let me
like,
say
this
this.
is a-
Let me say this now.
This is perilous time for Liverpool.
Sammy, let me say this. You think it's a perilous time? I agreed. But do you know experience will play? Do you know experience will play?
Wait, who
Experience
has
to
the experience more?
Liverpool now.
Salah, it's going to say
How?
Salah.
Liverpool has the experience more.
How?
I have players in my team that has the experience.
Name the players in your team that have the experience.
Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker. Do you want to call the Ramon experience
Wait,
beside him?
let's go now. Alisson Becker.
Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, Arnold. What are you saying?
So PSG, they don't have experienced players.
No, I'm not saying they don't have experience, but we have more experienced players.
You just
We have more experienced players.
5 players.
Then you want best player in the world right now?
Who's the best player in the world?
Don't let me
Alisson.
mention. Don't let me mention this.
Jesus Christ.
Mohamed
Alisson?
Salah. Mohamed Salah right now.
Well,
Mohamed Salah right
we
now.
could also argue the fact that Ousmane Dembele is the best player in the world right now. How about that?
Ousmane Dembele.
Yes. Yes.
Ousmane Dembele.
Yes.
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 How about that?
Man,
Yes.
these people
He's in the
are
best
something
form of his
else.
career
Because-
right now.
Good. I'm happy.
So,
On that day, let's take it back to that game at the Prince.
so-
What happened? Where was Salah on that day?
So since you guys are taking,
where was Salah on that day?
Since you guys are taking.
Seun, where was Salah on that day?
Can we please move on? Let's go.
We can't move on.
Let's go.
Was Salah on that day?
I don't need to answer that.
Answer the question.
because Salah already said it. As Enrique advised him, you don't need to be in the match for the whole 90 minutes. But at the end of the 90 minutes, what did you do in that match?
So Slot listened to Wenger and
no, Slot did not listen. Slot. I'm telling you, this is what Salah said. You don't need to be present in that match.
No Salah.
Yeah. I don't care. Goal is goal. I don't care.
Any contribution in that
goal is goal.
So you know.
Yeah, how many Liverpool played a low block in that game. If you watch that game and you know how to watch soccer, Liverpool played a low block, and we allowed PSG play their ball.
No, see, I didn't even.
So we played a low block in that game. We played a low block.
Do not subscribe to Liverpool playing a low block.
You might not subscribe to it, but
they did not play a low block.
You might not subscribe to it.
They were forced to that.
PSG
Enrique forced PSG.
No. You cannot say.
That's what happened.
You cannot say that. You know why you cannot say that? You know why you cannot say that?
They bring you back.
No, there's a reason why you cannot say that.
In your team.
No.
Exactly. How can Liverpool?
That was the game plan. Trust me.
EPL best team.
That was the game plan
against PSG. No, bro.
That was the game plan. That was the game plan. So you know what, guys? You know what, guys? The second leg, you guys will see what's gonna happen.
Thank God you just said that.
Second leg, you guys will see what's gonna happen. Then you will now see that PSG with the Dembele. Let him come and play his ball.
Oh my God!
And Anfield.
You know what?
Anfield will welcome him.
He brought Doe in late.
Yeah.
Anfield.
Doe came in very late.
Very late.
Are you talking about Donuts Doe or which Doe? Which Doe are you talking about? Doe against my centre backs.
Which centre backs?
Against my centre backs.
What's his name? This man is lucky. This man is lucky that VAR failed again on that day.
Who told you VAR failed?
I kept saying it.
Who told you they failed?
That one decision will have changed the entire game.
So for me, for Sammy, let's start with you. Who do you think will go through?
Like I said earlier, PSG.
Without sentiment?
Without sentiment.
Okay.
They're just the better team at the moment. Let's be real.
Okay.
To be honest.
For me, I go with PSG as well.
I'm going with Liverpool. Liverpool, baby. Liverpool all my life. So what do you guys think about Bayern and Bayer Leverkusen?
That's done.
Yeah, the game is done.
So no hope for Sabi. No hope for Sabi Alonso.
Nah. The hope
really?
The hope is when he signs for Real.
But people rated Sabi so much. I rated Sabi so much in the first leg. I expected them to put up.
There's nothing wrong with rating Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's done well, right? But when it gets to this part of the games, Champions League, it's not just about experience. Because I won't say a company has experience.
No.
Right? So it's just about taking your chances, having the cool head. What kind of formation are you playing? What kind of players are you putting out there?
One player on the Bayern team was the one that actually made things good for Bayern on that day, and that was former Spurs
Harry Kane.
And I can say that was his own experience.
His energy was top notch.
Like his experience, his energy, everything
was top notch.
I don't know why you're putting this on Harry Kane, right? Why I say that is, look at the goals Bayer Leverkusen conceded.
Yeah.
Right? Those were avoidable errors.
Yeah.
Highly avoidable. I don't understand what Tar was trying to do with Harry Kane. I don't know what the keeper was thinking of when he came out for the ball that Musiala scored. So, and Xabi changed his tactics.
Yeah.
The style he gave us last season, just like I think he felt that, we've been found out, let me go with something different.
I think he's reading the back of the book now.
Yeah,
so he's trying to overthinking.
So why will you leave your strikers on the bench?
Yeah. But that was the first game Bayern Munich was going to beat.
Yeah, because
Bayer Leverkusen.
They were playing. I don't understand why he had to do that against Bayern's woeful defenders.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the first win.
I was really disappointed, man.
Against
against them.
And today they lost again today.
Yeah, they lost again. So
can you see the trend?
So I think he's
They've not
overthinking.
scored in like how many games?
Yeah, he's overthinking his squad because when I saw the lineup, I was seeing Grimaldo and Jamie Frimpong. They normally play up front wide, but now benching your two strikers, and I was like, are you coming to?
I don't call it experimentation because I see that let me surprise my opponent. Let me give them something different, So you should say Madrid not go change their mind for these guys. So.
I don't think Madrid will take him. Do you think you'll be able to manage Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, Rodrigo?
Why can't he?
Why not?
Do you think?
Why not? He was a top class player himself.
He was a top class player, but these players, the pressure from these players is much.
That's one. Then two, from the Bernabeu, in as much as he played there, but it's going to be something.
But this is not going to come down to this extent.
So
you put it.
Going to go for if they don't get Sammy?
Let's see. I think
coaches out there.
I think yes, there are coaches out there. They might get Maresca. They might get Maresca. They might get Maresca.
And
so
people like Guti might even step up. Who knows?
Are you saying the Bayern Leverkusen is done and dusted?
It's done and dusted.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing else.
There is no except like we had the miracle of Daman 89, right?
Yeah.
Except we have that miracle again
And honestly,
Leverkusen.
it could happen. That's the funny thing. I could see it happening because it's not like Bayern has.
Maybe if Bayern have a red card in the first five, which is in the first 5 minutes. So, what do you guys think about that Barcelona and Benfica?
That was another terrific game. Terrific.
That Rafida doesn't want to stop scoring. He doesn't want to stop scoring.
Like in that game, this is what I like about the new Rafinha. Like in that game,
you will like him now.
He had like a few moments that were not the best.
That's what I just said about maximizing your moments.
Yeah, but he never let that. Like he kept on taking those chances. Like that's what I like about players like that. Like. I don't want you to feel down because you missed one chance.
Miss one chance. Just keep your
on hammering.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that he's confident. Look at the where he struck the ball from.
Yeah.
He's a very, very confident player. He's confident in his abilities. He's a very, very decent player.
For me, of course, it has always been open games between Benfica
and Barcelona. More goals, but this one was different.
But this time around, I think probably because of the red card with Kubasi.
Yeah,
I think
that red card.
At this stage of the tournament,
they tend to
make certain, like you rightly stated, rash decisions. Yeah. We saw MLS escape a red card against PSG. Yeah. Kubasi, I think this is the second game.
Getting a red card. Did you think that red card is the like? Did you think him getting that red card is the problem of the formation, or do you think it's because he's young, or do you think he's not matured enough?
Forget that Liverpool escaped that red card. Because that was just.
Don't go there, brother. Don't go there, brother. Don't go there, brother.
Just fortunate as you always.
Don't go there, brother.
That red card thing. The thing is. Which is why you need combatants in the midfield.
Yeah.
The guy had those balls. The balls went through that midfield.
Yeah.
And Kubasi had no choice.
No option.
He had no option.
There are times you feel, with this slide, I have the ball in front of me. I can get it.
Yeah.
And when he went to that scissors, he just went above the ball, and that was it.
Yeah.
But if you see
I never encourage players sliding.
Yeah, if his leg were a little bit lower, he would have cleared the ball, and that would have been a great challenge.
Would have just clapped for him.
But did you guys see?
I never encourage players to slide.
For me,
MLS, a lot of times you miss it. Yeah. Out of 100, you get 20% sliding right.
So for me, the way Barcelona line up their eye line, their eye line, that eye line was very, very like. It's one of the island I'm saying, like the way the guy moved by taking the ball off and going before Kubasi fell him off. Like the midfield was the defense was almost close to the midfield. So to me, I feel the formation at that point is one of the issues this Kubasi will be having, or maybe Barcelona players.
I won't say it's
I think
I won't say it's a Kubasi
because this is the second red card. This is the second red card.
Yeah.
And it's for a young player, you don't need to start having that.
because they're exposed.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
exposed.
So what do you expect?
Yeah, so there's no more.
Like I said, Konate has been exposed severally, but he misses getting those cards. So let's leave that aside. Flick did a good job.
This guy
was able to manage.
Another
this
person
guy
did a good job. The goalkeeper.
Chesney.
That guy too.
The goalkeeper.
But they gave him the keeper. They gave him the keeper of the best keeper. The keeper of the week. The keeper of the week. And
of course,
do you think he was supposed to be the keeper of the week ahead of Alisson?
With a man down.
Yeah.
With a man down. So because he's a man down. Because he's a man down. So because he's a man down. So really, you guys are just bringing down.
But look at these saves. Chesney, of course, Chesney is a senior player too. Alisson.
Sure. He has been in the game for long.
Roma together.
He has been in the game for long. Yeah, he has been in the game for long.
The thing is, I give kudos to Chesney, and I remember I was one of the guys that was against Flick pushing Inakipena out. I said, why will you? Because you bring in someone that is on temporary stay, and push out someone that has been serving you, that has been loyal to the team.
Do you think they're gonna give him more time though?
I don't know.
I think they should give him more time, so that Mr. Sarstegen can be serious. Mr. Sarstegen can be serious.
Properly, he might not start.
No, but there will be competition if the other keeper is back. So
Test again.
Yeah, there will be competition if Flick puts.
Can never be a competition to Chesney.
So if Chesney is
a better keeper as far as I'm concerned.
If Chesney is not doing well,
he has that moment of madness.
If Chesney is not doing well, you can always put the second keeper, Stegen.
So Chelsea, I heard Chelsea is going for Inakipena anyway. So, right? What's that his name?
I
heard you guys.
So Barcelona, Benfica.
It's just a rumor.
Who is going?
I mean, it's Barca definitely.
So Chris, who is going? I know you always give us a shocker. I know.
You know, always go.
I know you always give us a.
Benfica, if you look at the way they've played over the years,
Bruno Lage though.
I'm not. I think the guy might come in the next week. Di Maria.
I
think he might be available next week.
Brother, stop it.
And these are players that, with that experience,
don't
they know how to beat the high
they
line.
played in the league and Barca beat them still.
So let me.
In the league phase.
Barca
who is going through Chris? Who is going
and
through
we know how
Chris?
the coach was mad.
Because they
Who is
had
going
the
through
edge
Chris?
in that game too.
Who is going through? Yes, stop sitting on the fence. Who is going through? We know where you are going to. We know who you are going to choose. Just tell us so we know officially. I know that's where you are going to. So for me, I think Barcelona will edge them, and I think it will be like a 3-1 score new or something. Barcelona will edge them big time. There's nothing Di Maria is going to do. His old legs.
I'm not saying Di Maria only. Pavlidis is hot.
No,
with that high line, they know how to beat that high line of Barca.
Oh, yeah.
So
they are good at beating that high
so
line.
with Benfica, I just think
their issue is just the defense.
Yeah, they have issues with defense, and they need to take their chances because they create a lot of chances, but then they tend to not convert a lot of those chances.
So Aston Villa has gone through, Abby. Okay.
No, they've not gone through. But before we go on with Aston Villa, let's take a quick break and we'll come back to Aston Villa.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. So we are still talking about the Champions League games. So before we continue with the rest of the games, we have a question sent in by one of the listeners, and the question is, how on earth was Konate not sent off for his push in the back on Bakola?
So
the PSG Liverpool game.
So let me go by this. We have a VAR and we have a referee. So VAR checked it and they said it was not a red card. But to be honest and be sincere, that was a foul anyway. That was a foul. But I don't think I don't think he should have not been sent off. I think it should have been a red card. I mean, yes, he should have been sent off. But these are one of the times like you get away with things, and so that's not on the club's fault and not on the fans.
Yeah, I think that's a red card. I think it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, it was a free kick outside.
Yeah, but it was a red card because that was the same thing. And the funny thing is, this is the same player, Bakola and Araujo. It's the same player, the same, like it's the same exact. Everything was the same. So I don't know how in the world they've got in that. Like, you can get things like that wrong in a Champions League game. That's one of the biggest stages of football in the
question
world.
is, Sam, is how was Dogso interpreted in that particular incident?
And I think that's something that the Champions League and UEFA, because they normally, you know, they review like referee performances, right?
Yeah.
And they go off there, and we don't know what was going on with the referee and the VAR officials in that aspect. And I think maybe the VAR stepped out of the red card conversation based on the fact that it's not a penalty, like the
maybe you're tired.
But that's what I'm saying. As in, it was a Dogso moment.
Yes, it was a dog.
The 9-0.
Yeah.
An obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's a question for the referee himself.
How did they interpret it? That
but if the referee
were there,
if the referee doesn't pick it, that's the work of the VAR to call the referee to it, and he did call the referee to it. But what I noticed is after they checked it, and I was still like, oh, well, they don't
why
give
was
him.
he not even someone to monitor?
He was not someone to the monitor.
Right.
Yeah.
So you see, so those are not. But anyway, like you say, in such games of some magnitude, you just pray, you know, as a fan of those clubs, that will let this cause be in my favor, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to the next one.
Let me go with this question. Which player would you like to see win their first Champions League, Harry Kane or Anthony Griezmann? Sammy.
Wow. Well, I don't think Harry Kane can win the Champions League with the Bayern team.
He doesn't think.
Yeah, yeah. So I see from my perspective, Atletico stand a better chance
To qualify against Madrid.
Yes. No, of winning. If they
Qualify against Madrid.
If Atletico qualify against Madrid, they have a better chance of winning. Because tell me this. How do you expect Bayern's defense to get into the Champions League final, regardless of who they're going to be playing in the final? Imagine they face a team like PSG.
But
They're going to get ripped apart. That defense alone.
The thing is this, Sammy. I'll understand your opinion where you're coming from. But for me, the way I see soccer, the way I see tournaments, is about chances. When you take your chances, you win the game or you go through. We saw how bad Bayern were against Celtic.
Yeah.
They struggled to what?
And they were clinical
And we
against
now saw them against
Bayer
Bayern.
Leverkusen.
Not that Bayern were excellent on that day, no.
But they
But
took their
what
chances.
happened? The games went in their favor. Bayer Leverkusen were at their worst, right? So games happen.
Yeah.
You know, it could just be like, oh, what if MLS was given a red card against PSV? That could have changed the complexion of that game.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of things.
Just like if you have given Konate red card, that game would have changed everything. That red card would have
Liverpool
changed.
could still have won, just like Barca did against Benfica, you know. But that could have changed the complexion of the games, you know.
But
so
I doubt it in that kind of.
no, that's the thing. The thing
the red card was early. The red card would have been earlier.
And all that. So going back to the question from the listener, I won't say, because I'm not going to be biased based on, I would think, in as much as I like Greasy right from Atletico, yeah, I think Harry Kane deserves it. Even though I'm an Arsenal person,
he's one of the best strikers that the world has seen. He deserves.
So one thing.
Now the thing is, Harry Kane deserves it, but does Company deserve it? Hell no.
So one thing I would say is there's a possibility where, but I want Barcelona to go through Benfica, but there's a possibility Benfica goes through against Barcelona, and Bayern plays Benfica, and Bayern get out of that tie. And there's a possibility Bayern beats anybody on that side to get to the final. and there's a possibility Atletico goes against Madrid, and they go against Arsenal, go against Liverpool, and all that. And so for me, I think Bayern, I think Hurricane
So speaking about that, there was another question that one of the listeners, posted in the chat. The question was, can Barcelona go all the way and win the Champions League? They've shown that they are capable of defending, especially when they're like a man down against a team like Benfica. That were strong. That has strong attacking presence.
Defending against Benfica is not defending against Liverpool.
Yeah,
it's not defending against Madrid. So, all this Kumalasi, all this.
It's like we're having torrent of questions from listeners today. So I will take the next question, and this is a very interesting one. I don't know where this listener is domiciled and what he has taken.
Well, what is the question?
Is what's most likely to happen? Arsenal winning UCL, Man United winning Europa League, or Chelsea finishing top 4 and winning the Conference League? That's 2 in 1.
Arsenal winning the UCL. Arsenal winning the UCL.
Arsenal was most likely to happen.
Yeah, most likely. Arsenal winning the UCL. Let's hear the options. I want to hear.
Arsenal winning the UCL. Man United winning Europa League. Chelsea finishing top 4.
I think Chelsea's winning
and Conference League.
Chelsea finishing top 4 and winning the Conference League.
Yeah,
that's most likely to happen.
Arsenal can never win the Champions League.
Arsenal can win the Champions League.
That statement can never. I disagree with can never.
No, Arsenal can win the Champions League.
But most likely, we're going to use probability rating here.
Yeah,
I will go with Chelsea finishing top 4 and winning the Champions League.
But Man U also, don't you guys think Man U can win the Europa League?
Hell no.
That's the Europa League. I'm talking about conference. There's nobody in the Conference League that.
Fiorentina is there.
From what?
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina. They tied
is that the name of a babe or what?
Yeah. Fiorentina can't even beat them. They couldn't even beat Panathinaikos. Panathinaikos beat them 3-2.
What are you talking about? Bro?
Yeah, Panathinaikos are damaged in Greece. What are you
talking about? So let me take these questions. We have
no. Before you go, I just wanted to reiterate to your face that Arsenal can never win the Champions League.
This is Sammy.
Never.
Sammy.
Can never.
Guys, put this on record.
Can never.
Sammy said Arsenal can never
capitalize.
When Arsenal wins the Champions League this season, I am taking Sammy's car. Is that a deal?
Sammy,
let it be on record. Is that a deal?
Is there a time frame?
Is that a deal?
If you win.
If I win the Champions League this season, I'm taking your car.
I will give you my car.
Is that a deal?
Yes.
Is there a time frame? Yeah. Is there a time frame? Is it 30 years? Is it 40 years?
This is it.
It's on record. Say this season. It's on record.
If Arsenal win the Champions League,
well, Mikel Merino is a good striker.
Thank God this is on record.
Mikel Merino is a good striker.
So go ahead to just.
So let me ask this. So one of the questions is I thought Liverpool looked much better when Darwin Núñez came on. Would you start him in the next league match?
You know what's weird with Darwin Núñez? It's those games that, the moment when you actually need something, it shows like this.
Work rate, Abby?
No, there's something like there's tenacity about him. Because, the entire game until he came in, I don't think Donnarumma had any presence. Like, he didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But within like the first 2-3 minutes that he came in, he already had.
He won duels, Abby.
Yeah.
He won duels.
Like, he already ran like that. That's an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
Let me use this. We say, whether you like him, whether you no like him, the thing be say, Núñez is your best striker.
With how many goals?
With the ball, off the ball.
So being the best striker is by running, right?
It's not by running. No. He contributes to that team.
So it's by energy.
It's not just energy, bro.
Abi?
Look at how much he brought into that team. Yeah. Even today, look at what he played today.
Did you see his behavior? Do you know he escaped? He escaped. He
was connected behavior better.
He escaped the red card. And he scored that goal. It looks like the way he scored the goal today was like he's the best striker.
Liverpool has been best at this season, so forget that.
Yeah.
Escaping
red card has been their best form this season. So leave it at that,
Well,
right?
where did you get that from?
At this point in time.
Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from?
There. Do you want to start put down?
Okay. Put it. How many? How many? So who was supposed to collect red card in the last league match or the last in the last league match against Newcastle? Against Newcastle. Against Everton, we collected the red card now. Curtis Jones. Against Newcastle, who was supposed to collect the red card?
Konate, they have to take Konate out end of
against Chelsea this season. Against Chelsea, who was supposed to collect the red card? Against Arsenal, who was supposed to collect the red card?
Against Chelsea?
Yeah. Who was supposed to collect the red card? Who?
Okay, was Chelsea that was called that was supposed to collect the red card?
So who was supposed? Are you guys saying Liverpool have been escaping the red card?
Like, been escaping it.
How
it's
many?
on record.
No.
So now moving ahead. So the good thing is, like I stand for you, Nunes is better for you guys there. He will choke. So
you want him? So
and Alisson will have someone to send the ball to when he wins.
So the question is, did you want to see him in the next league match?
Yes.
But me, I'm adding an extra to that question. Do you want to see him next season in Liverpool?
No, he should
we
come
all
to
know
Arsenal.
he's not going to be in Liverpool next season.
He should come to Arsenal.
Better.
We all know he's
moving
not
on.
going to be in Liverpool next season.
Another listener. I don't know why this listener had to take us back. You know, he said, who would you like to start, bench, or sell between these greats? Steven Gerrard,
Steven G, Baba.
Andre Pello,
Wow.
or Toni Kroos?
Hey, that's a difficult one. These are cool lot of guys.
Start, bench, or sell between Gerrard, Pello, and Kroos.
I'm a Liverpool fan. No, I'm biased too. At every point in time, I'm biased. Trust me.
I'm taking that away from you.
No.
Sam, go ahead. Why is still thinking about it?
I want to say I'll start Pello. I'll bench Kroos and I'll sell Gerrard.
You're a Chelsea fan now, so what do I expect?
If you put
for me,
wait. If you put instead of Gerrard, I would have preferred.
You know what you prefer now?
No. It's not a matter of prefer, but let's be realistic with yourself. Frank Lampard had a better career than Gerrard.
We're not talking about having better careers now. Are you the listener?
No, I am not the listener.
So why are you telling you prefer? You can't tell us what you prefer.
I know.
So who are you starting?
Lampard was there. That would have been a different.
Who are you starting?
Pello, of course.
Who are you benching?
Kroos.
So
I'm selling your player.
Gerrard.
So I'm a Liverpool fan. You guys know what you should expect. I'm starting Gerrard, of course. And trust me, I'll have to put Pello on the bench, then sell Kroos.
Great. For me,
Gerrard will say, "Na dem baba, he give am banana."
Personally, I will go with Andres Pello to start. Then Gerrard will be benched. Then of course, definitely sell Kroos.
So you see,
on the second thought,
that's
I might
2-1.
actually even start Gerrard because of his versatility.
That's 2-1. See, that's 2-1.
So moving
that's
on to the next
question.
So I give it to Gerrard.
We had this fan asking, does moving on to the final 8 in the Champions League, but not winning it at all, buys Arteta more time with Arsenal?
That's it. That question is deep. Anyway, that question is deep. It depends on what Arsenal right now. Yes, Arteta has. Let me say he has done a job, but he has not gotten to the finish line. He has done a job in putting Arsenal where they need to get to the finish line. So, so that's how I can classify the job. But honestly, for me, getting to the final 8 does not buy him enough time. I feel he needs enough time, because we the Arsenal witches, we are happy that he's there, and we are sure that he's not going to go beyond that place. So let him be there.
The good Lord will forgive you.
Let him be there. Let him be there.
Straightforward, right? And I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
Getting to the 8th quarter-final, semi-final does not buy him even a second at the Emirates.
So we should chase him off.
As in with Bankere.
Really?
Yeah.
A whole Arteta.
My
A
perspective.
whole Arteta.
FA Cup, Community Shield.
Yeah.
If
My-
he
Every
doesn't,
goal,
like
community
I've
shield.
been saying, if he doesn't win a trophy this season, Arteta should.
But he has won FA Cup.
He's
He has won
back
Community Shield. That's
and not Livo left
And left, like as of yesterday.
as of yesterday. Dude, let's be sincere here. You know, at times, you see, if you remember what happened in the Bible, I wish Moses was there to tell us a bit more about it. You know, the man that takes you to that promised land.
For finish line. Finish line.
Giants that might not have to take you into the promised land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arteta has done his bit. He has cleansed.
It's a team, yes. But this team is building it's a team of defenders.
What he said is it's actually crazy because in 2012 when Chelsea won the Champions League,
Lampard
yeah,
did the whole bulk of the work.
yeah.
But
People, a lot of people forget this.
this that
When
Lampard,
Arteta won,
Yeah.
but that Lampard owner and Arteta is different. Let's be real here.
it's the same scenario.
It's the same scenario. Yes.
The same scenario in
Yeah.
terms of context, as in,
Yeah.
it's not everyone that takes you to that level that should
Yeah.
cross.
So I agreed. It's not everyone that takes you to that level that should. Do you not think that should buy him time? Do you think they should chase him?
Personally, this is my response to that. I think with the way Arsenal and the ownership have gone with Arteta, I think they back him, and I think in their eyes they will see progress. It's a form of progress for them. To them, it's a form of progress.
Anyway,
The
thank
Arsenal
you guys.
fans may not agree with
Thank
you,
you guys.
but it's a form of progress.
we
And
the
I'll
actual-
be looking forward to
Sam-
seeing more
Sammy-
of Arteta.
Sammy
with
the
Arsenal
Chelsea man.
next season.
Seun the cup. Yeah, he's smiling. He's very comfortable. You know, while I don't know how well I'm seated, but let's say it goes. But Chelsea, we are not sure if they might even win tomorrow. You know. So
Come
guys,
on.
thank you for watching.
Come on.
Like,
subscribe,
subscribe, share,
comment,
drop
like.
comments.
Have a
You know,
long
drop
weekend.
comments.
And we the Arsenal fans are happy with Arteta with his progress.
Yeah.
So we
Love Arteta.
love you, Arteta. We love you.